Namaste, my friends. So in person we teach together yin yoga, so we thought in this series of videos why not do the same. So you'll have two teachers, useful for you as the student or practitioner because you'll see two very different bodies moving into the same sort of posture or same target area, and hopefully one of those can relate more closely to you. So I hope you enjoy this video. We had a request for a hip sequence, so this is a sequence to address any issues you might have with hips. So getting ready for our first posture. Our first target area will be the glutes. So we're going to start with our right leg. We're going to bring the right leg forward, take the left leg back behind us. The front ankle can be wherever you want. It can be right out at a right angle to the hip if you want, or the thigh, or you can bring it closer in towards the groin. Just a couple of breaths up here, and then slowly walk the hands forward. Just coming down as far as you're comfortable. So again, remembering that we just moved to our first edge, the first point of resistance. Breathing into the target area here, the glutes, the right glute. You might also feel something here in the left groin. Also perhaps a bit of a stretch going up the right hand side of the body. All perfectly normal. After we've settled into the posture, you might want to explore some variations, maybe bringing the head further down towards the mat. Or maybe walking the torso and the arms over to one side. Maybe trying the other. Just settling into a comfortable position where you're getting that 60 to 70% stretch in terms of the full range of motion, somewhere you can hold comfortably. Typically the postures here are about 3 minutes. We don't want to be feeling any pinching or pain in the knees or the hips as we come forward, so if we do, then just back off from that. Very often our edge will move in a posture, allowing us to sink a little bit deeper, maybe using the breath. Got about 30 seconds left now, so just really relaxing into this posture. One more breath. Walking our hands up slowly, changing sides. So bringing the left foot in front of us, taking the right leg behind, stretching out the right leg, bringing that left foot in towards the groin or further out to suit you. A couple of breaths here before we walk forward. So target area here again, the glute, the left glute in this case. Just moving to that first point of resistance, 60 to 70% of our full range. Being careful we're not getting any pinching in that front knee or in the left hip. As well as the glutes, you might get a bit of a stretch there in the right groin. Maybe a stretch up the left-hand side of the body. All perfectly normal. And as we ease in, so breathing into the glute and exhaling. Maybe that exhale allows our torso to just sink a little bit further. Maybe our head comes down to the mat. Maybe we stay up supported on our elbows. Maybe we walk the arms and the torso over to one side. All the time making note of what these movements do to the target area. Are they increasing or decreasing the sensation we want? If it's good, stick with it. If it's not, just back off. Inhaling and exhaling. Coming up for the last 30 seconds in this posture now, so just a few more breaths. Maybe our torso's coming down a little bit, maybe we need to just ease up a little bit. Just listen to your body, respond accordingly. It's really what this yin yoga is all about, just learning to listen to and understand what it is that the body wants. Your own time now, coming back up. Just coming back to a seated position for a moment. Maybe coming back onto the elbows, just resting here. Taking our attention to the area we've just targeted, the glutes. Seeing if we can note any sensations that might have changed before and after the posture. A little bit of still time. Maybe it's a moving sensation. Maybe it's static in that area. But something will have changed. Next posture, we're going to target the groin, the muscles on the inside of the legs. So take the legs as far apart as you can comfortably, 90 degrees or more if you're comfortable. And from here, simply walk the hands forward, maybe coming onto the elbows. Maybe you can rest here in your hands if you'd rather. Bring the torso forward. Again, just making sure that we're getting a good, sustainable sensation stretch in this groin area. Not long in this posture. So again, breathe into it. Breathe into the groin muscles. And as you exhale, maybe the body comes forward. Maybe you want to bring the head down to the mat, towards the mat. Maybe that's not happening today. Maybe like Vanessa, you're just comfortable hanging out on the elbows. It's really about what's the sensation in the target area of the groins that's important. Just a couple more breaths here. Just inhale and just walk the hands back up. Maybe using the hands to just bring the legs together. Again, getting ready for our next posture. So our next posture will stay with the groin, but we're going to be going onto our back. So Vanessa will demonstrate. Just coming down onto our back. Walk the feet in, taking the feet up, so taking the knees up, reaching the hands around the feet, holding the hands on the outside of the feet, almost in a sort of stirrup position. Should be getting a good stretch here in the groin muscles already. And you're probably also going to find that you're getting some good stretch down in the lower back as well. Just be careful here with the knees and the hips. We don't want to feel any pinching in the knees or in the inside of the hips there. Just breathing in and out, breathing into the groin there. No need to pull down on the feet. Just let gravity take its course. With yin, it's more about the time that we're in the posture than the depth of it. So we're in this one for a good 2 minutes, and that'll be plenty by the time we get to the end of that 2 minutes. Inhaling, exhaling. Maybe those knees just coming a little bit closer to the ground as we exhale. Maybe there's a bit of an edge moving there, but again, don't force it. Just a few more breaths here now. And in your own time, just gently releasing the feet, bringing the feet back down to the mat. And we're just lying there for a few seconds. Again, bringing our attention to the area that we've just worked, the target area. So as we're lying back, just bringing the attention to the groin, the lower back, and just seeing what's changed as a result of that posture. Really starting to listen to the body. Once we listen and understand what gives us the outcome we need, then we can make sure that we do more of that in the future. Maybe one more breath here. Getting ready to turn onto our front. So in our next posture, we're going to be targeting the hip flexors. So we'll start by bending our right knee and bringing it up to the right hand side of the body. Holding ourselves up on our elbows here. Looking forward, then taking the left hand under the left ear and supporting ourselves as if we're lying at the beach, modern description. And then we walk out the left leg straight as far as it will go, bend at the knee, reach back with the right hand, and this may be as far as you go today. You'll already be getting a lovely stretch here in the hip flexor and in the obliques running up the side of the body. But if you want to today, then just allowing the body to roll back. This arm can be extended out wherever you want. Taking the right shoulder towards the mat. So in addition to a nice stretch here on the hip flexor, you're probably also going to be feeling that stretch extend all the way from the quad, hip flexor, up through into the stomach, the rectus abdominis, the side of the body, the lower back, and even the upper back body muscles. In terms of the bones, you get some nice healthy stress or tension in the ankle, knee, femur, pelvis, lumbar, right up through the back, the lumbar spine, thoracic spine, and if you move the head, you can even bring the cervical spine into that as well. So again, just breathing into the posture. The head position is really just where you're comfortable. Just having to explore for yourself about what gives you the best sensation. For me, it's turning the head the opposite way. But for many other people, it's just looking straight up. In your own time, just release that back for us. Coming back to being on the front, supported on the elbows. Maybe just taking a couple of minutes here, or a couple of breaths. Again, just to become aware of what that last posture's done before we move into the other side. So this time we're taking the left, bending at the left knee, bringing it up alongside the left-hand side of the body. You can probably see that more easily on Vanessa, on this side. Taking the right hand under the ear, walking that right leg out, bending at the knee, reaching back with the left hand, either staying here, or if you want to, you can roll back. The right hand can be extended or wherever's comfortable. Position of the head is entirely up to you. Breathing into the primary target areas here of the hip flexors and the obliques, but also aware that you may well feel it all the way from the quads right up through that right hand side of the body. Hip flexors, stomach, even the lower back side of the body. Up through the back muscles, a nice arch in the back. And then in the bones and the skeleton. Yeah, most of the benefit here is the complete workout of the spine, the lumbar, thoracic, and the cervical spine. Really one of the most fulsome postures in yin. So many parts worked at the same time. Just enjoying the silence. Feeling that edge move. And when you're ready, just releasing that back foot. Coming back to lying on the front of the body. And again, perhaps just taking stock, or lying on the back like Vanessa, and just taking stock of that sequence, focusing on the hips. We've worked through, glutes, groin, hip flexors, and even the obliques in the side of the body. So what you should find is that will really start opening up this area. We talk about tightness in the hips, but it's really quite a number of muscle groups that are the cause. Coming back to a seated position. Hope you enjoyed that practice.
Thank you.
Thank you for practice. Thank you.
Namaste.